Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner, and this is a quick gossip chat. Who said that? Okay, now there's not much going on. There's really one thing I want to address, but I have to add some other stuff to it. Okay, but let's get it started here. First things first, if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and back on my whole JayBird, dun 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 dun, and all that goodness. All that goodness. Do not forget to also like this video. Hit the like button. You can also comment in the comment section below. Share this video on your social media. Just hit share. Share to Twitter or to your Facebook. Okay, please and thank you. Follow me on Instagram and or Twitter. J_Lees_Corner is on the screen somewhere. I really want to get to this subject, okay? But I had to get the formalities out the way. So, let's tackle some of the other little stuff first that went on. Ja Rule was on Watch What Happens Live yesterday, and Andy asked him about him and 50 Cent. Okay, so, at first people was like, okay, is Ja Rule gonna be nice? Y'all know, there go 50, there go Ja Rule. Is he gonna be nice? Is he gonna, squash the beef? Because at first he said, after all these years of all these issues or whatever, I am going to remove myself from the circus, okay? Because when you argue with a clown, you're in the circus. They're like, well, that's not nice or whatever. So Andy then said, can you say, 3 nice things about 50 Cent? And he said, oh, okay, sure. He's a bad father. He has a square-shaped head, and he looks like his breath stinks. You know what I'm saying? But again, he then said, me and this man are sworn enemies forever, ever, and ever, okay? So he don't have nothing nice to say. And I feel like no one should say nice things about 50 Cent because he rarely says nice things about other people, okay? And I don't follow him on social media. Because I don't like his brand of bullying. So I don't subscribe to it or whatever. But some people like it. I give 0 fucks. Anyway, they then also asked him about the whole Old Town rumor, okay? That, Jennifer Lopez songs back in the day was sung by Ashanti, okay? And that is J-Lo and Ashanti back in the day or whatever. Now, if you recall, what I have always been told from back in the day is that most of the songs that when J-Lo first came out, when she was doing I'm Real and those songs or whatever, when she was, doing stuff like what was with LL Cool J, she kept doing all these songs with other people. I think it's because she was fucking puffy. Anyway, but they said it was a time when all of the songs that she was singing were supposed to be Ashanti songs. And that's why they sound like Ashanti singing them. Well, a caller called in and said, what about the rumor that Ashanti sang the song that J-Lo was supposedly singing? It was really Ashanti's voice. And Ja Rule then brought up the song I'm Real, I'm real, where you are, all that, whatever. And so he said he wrote the song, whatever. He also brings up how he sang the song for the demo, but he has a horrible singing voice for a woman. He does. And so he said they then had Ashanti do the vocals for the demo. J-Lo supposedly redid the vocals. He said he think Irv kept some of Ashanti's vocals on the song, underneath, okay, in the background. And that is why people say they hear Ashanti. You do, I swear, without even playing the song, just hearing the song in my head, I'm like, damn, it do sound like Ashanti. So I feel like Irv left Ashanti. J-Lo is a great performer. Okay, and I feel like I've said it over years, she's gotten much better with her vocals. But back in the day, I don't know what's going on. So, Ja Rule said, I don't know if Irv kept them in there for the long haul, but I know initially he did leave some of her vocals underneath, some of what J-Lo did. And I said, well, because I don't think J-Lo sounded that good or whatever. So, he then said, you have to ask Irv if he kept him in there all the way or not. But from my understanding, Ashanti was in there some kind of way. And I say because they were her song. But I'm not surprised, about that at all. I'm not surprised that Ja Rule would not say anything nice about 50 Cent. I ain't surprised by any of that at all. I did not watch What Happens Live in full. I barely watched the Growing Up Hip Hop New York thing. So I'm like, honey, I guess if they just have them on there all you want to. They also bring up next conversation. So allegedly, supposedly, apparently, WeTV is gonna have a Hollywood parents type of reality show. Now, the first I heard about it was when they were talking about Too Short. Y'all know Too Short. You know what I'm saying? What's my favorite word? Bitch, bitch, or whatever. So you know what I'm saying? My dad listened to Too Short when I was younger, like when I was in my early teenage years. So I just remember, you know what I'm saying? Too Short bumping when I was younger. My dad would pull up bumping, bam, bam, bam. You know what I'm saying? He would pull up, bumping all kind of stuff. Anyway, because y'all know Too Short was a father. Well, not was, he is. He is a father. He's a baby, of a little baby, and he's, I think, 32. So he's a first time dad, okay? So suppose it's a WeTV show. Now they say that Too Short will be on there, Ray J will be on there, whatever, I guess with his wife Princess Love. And then girl, they said Fetty Wap was supposedly gonna be on there because he has a whole baby, the Masika girl, and then it's a Nelly Nunn. So I had to bring up these two girls. I'm like, I don't think people know who they really is. So that's Masika, that's Nelly Nunn. We really Nelly Nunn been on more shows than anybody else. I really believe she has. From Bad Girls Club to all these other shows that she was on. What all was she on? She was on Bad Girls Club. She was on Celebrity Big Brother UK. She was on the Mother Daughter Experiment Celebrity Edition in 2016. She was on Marriage Boot Camp Reality Star. She was on, of course, Bad Girls Club. She was on Bad Girls Club All Star Battle, and then she was on Bridezilla's, and then Love Games, a Bad Girls Club. Girl, she all kind of shows. So now she's gonna be on this other WeTV show, and I guess it's just showing, different parents with their kids or whatever. I was like, oh, okay. Now. I could not stand Nelly Nunn back in the Bad Girl Club days. I think she really thought she was a big time person or whatever. And I'm like, girl, I don't think that's true. But if she's calmed down to who she used to be, I don't mind it. You know what I'm saying? She's married, her husband is really cute or whatever. And they have a 2-year-old daughter named Journey Ruth Payne. I'm like, that's a really pretty name or whatever. I don't really care about Masika Kalisha at all. I feel like she jumped from, I don't know what she does. Like, I don't. Like, even though she jumped from show to show, it's never with a purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing ever comes from the shows that she's on. At least with Nelly Nunn, she goes from show to show to show, but I feel like she has a personality that I get, even if I don't like it. I don't get her. I don't know what she do. She looked like a human unicorn. I'm not sure. And not because her forehead is shiny, but she just looked like a mythical creature, and I'm not sure what was going on. But I don't get the point of her. I don't get it. I really, 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 really don't. You know what I'm saying? Of course, she's a kid by Fetty Wap, so I'm like, he may or may not make an appearance on the show, whatever. But I mean, I don't get the point of it to have all these people on it. But I mean, I'll probably review it because it's gonna probably be ghetto. Because it's the people that name. I'm looking like, girl, and I hope they just feature each person in an episode. Not no, let's have these baby play dates or whatever. Honey, I don't have time at all. So we shall see what comes from that. Now, also in shocking news, well, what I say is shocking. Tiny, you know what I'm saying? Tiny Harris, you know what I'm saying? Tamika Harris, okay, T.I.'s wife. I will forever be known as Mrs. Harris, is what I like to call her. She was hanging out in Atlanta and somebody broke into her car and stole $750,000 worth of jewelry, okay? And the Jasmine brand anchor and TMZ, all of them said, okay, that she was, riding around or whatever. She was having dinner with a friend, her friends or whatever, in Atlanta. It's in Atlanta Midtown neighborhood or whatever. And her Lamborghini SUV was broken into. Now, I say that she supposedly parked the SUV around 8:45 p.m. and she came back at 11. That's a good amount of time. That's a good little dinner, whatever. That's 2-3 drinks, little entree. little nibble, and you go back to your car. But when she got back to her car, she discovered that over $750,000 injury was gone. Now this is the part that I found weird. Okay, now this is the WSB TV reporter. Okay, Michael Seiden or Seiden Seiden shared that wedding rings, watches, and stud earrings were among jewelry stolen that was left inside a blue velour bag on top of the center console of her Lamborghini SUV, and that she also had no knowledge that the jewelry was inside. Now, look, I don't want to say it's a heist. I don't want to say it's an insurance job. I don't want to call this Tony Braxton Birdman situation. I feel like Tia and Tiny have enough money to not need to do any kind of insurance scams. But I also feel like who forgets almost $1 million worth of jewelry in the console? How does that happen? I don't even like leaving my sunglasses in the console of my car. Okay, and my sunglasses don't cost 700 and nothing, let alone 750,000. Girl, you don't leave any kind of velour bag sitting on the front console of a Lamborghini, because people are thieves. They be stealing all the time. Again, I don't want to say this is a Birdman, Tony Braxton insurance fraud situation. I won't say that, but I feel like for her to say allegedly that she didn't have any knowledge that the jewelry was inside. I don't. There's nothing in the front seat of my car that I'm not aware of. Now the back seat, yes, because I mean the back seat, I throw jackets, cups, hats, not cups. But I do toss stuff in the back. I make, if I have a little backpack or whatever, and I empty it, or I might toss it in the back. But nothing is in the front seat of my car on the console. Not no jewelry. And I'm like, wedding rings. Why were you not wearing your wedding rings? Who take their wedding rings off and leave them in the car and then go in for dinner? Unless you're meeting with your mistress or your mister, okay? I don't know. And again, I don't want to say it was an insurance job, but I'm like, girl, not 750 in a left inside a blue velour bag on top of the center console. Tiny girl, I mean, maybe her eye surgery may or not be able to see. I don't know. Go back to the blue color, not the blue color eyes, the wrong color eyes, and maybe you can see better. Either way it go, they out of some money, but I'm sure he can replace whatever's lost or whatever. But again, insurance shop. Okay, next up, but not really. Snoop Dogg. Okay, rolling sipping on gin and juice, lay back. You know what I'm saying? Snoop Dogg did a show. Okay, he performed at the University of Kansas, and the people at the school had to apologize because of his controversial show. Okay, he allegedly had stripper poles and fake money, but I'm like, it's Snoop Dogg. Like, I don't. I mean, I don't. You don't always have to have strippers, but I feel like I'm not surprised if there are strippers and money being thrown. Okay, now Snoop Dogg, first of all, he's only 47. I'm like, oh, okay. And you know, see, he did a 35-minute set at the school. Now, allegedly, the school told him and his people, look, it needs to be, a non-explicit set. It needs to be edited or whatever. They say they told him beforehand. You know what I'm saying? The athletic director, Jeff Long's statement said, this is part of Jasmine brand, we made it clear to entertainers, managers, that we expect a clean version of the show to take, and we took additional steps to communicate this to our fans, including moving artists to the final act of the evening, because it was at a basketball game. So they moved the act to the final act of the evening to ensure that no basketball activities would be missed if anyone did not want to stay for the show. And he said he took full responsibility for not thoroughly vetting all the details of the performance, and he offered his sincere apology to anyone who was offended, mainly because it was strippers and stripper pole. Well, it was girls dancing off the poles and money being tossed on them. And they said again, he performed for 35 minutes singing his unedited versions of songs like Gin and Juice, but just saying, saying, and Drop Like It's Hot, and it was pole dancers behind him. And I was like, but it's Snoop Dogg. What? I mean, he could have performed songs off his church album. but I don't think it was a church crowd. So I feel like if you book Snoop Dogg, unless you say, okay, perform these two songs only, we'll bring you the edited version or whatever because we want it to be this. You can't leave Snoop Dogg to his own devices. I mean, because who set up the stripper pole? Someone had to have set up the stripper poles. Why did no one say, oh, stripper? Nope, can't do that. Like, how did no one stop it before the stripper poles were set up? Because you can't, a stripper pole don't just pop out the blue. It can't, it can't. You have to bring it out. Bring it out. Girl, I don't know why they mad. You booked who you booked. You booked who you booked. Okay, and next up. So this has been going around and around and around. Amanda Seales. Okay, I follow Amanda Seales on IG. I started following her I think a while ago. But she would post up, and I like what she would post. So around the time the Emmys went on, it was allegedly a black Emmy party that Amanda was not let into. She was like escorted out, told that she wasn't on the guest list, and she was on her IG and she went off. She also was on the Real after that or whatever, and talked about it a little bit how it was the only black Emmy party, for the Emmys, and she didn't get how she couldn't get in. It was other people who couldn't get in. No, it was other people who wasn't on the list that got in, and she didn't get why she was being told that she specifically could not be let in. And initially, she brought up how it was some white woman, Karen. Well, I don't know what her name was, but some white woman was telling her that she can't be in there. So after some back and forth, it came out that it actually wasn't this white woman who we thought it was. No. Amanda then went on her podcast and she said it was actually a black woman named Vanessa Anderson. I could not find a proper picture of Vanessa Anderson, and I don't want to put the wrong picture up, so I didn't put a picture at all. But, she brought up how Vanessa Anderson, who was also a publicist for Issa Rae, yes, Issa Rae, who is the creator of Insecure, the show that Amanda is on, and has been on all 4 seasons, is the one who wanted her out of the party. Now, Amanda called out by name, okay? She brought up how other celebrities, including people from Insecure cast, okay, including Molly, and including, the other girl, I can't think of right now, but both other cast members, saw her being, put out the party and no one intervened. She brought up before how, well, let me say what she said, okay? And again, per the Jasmine brand, she brought up as far as her and the girl is concerned, she said, we're not friends. She's never been nice to me. She's always had a curtness and she's always seemed to be bothered simply by my demeanor, my way of communicating with her, etc. At a certain point, it became, well, that this is not someone I need to speak with because I don't work for her. She doesn't work for me. There's no reason for us to interact for all intents and purposes, so we don't. She also brought up how this was the first time that the lady had used her power to keep her out of a party. She said last year at the Black Hollywood Emmys party, the Anderson lady told Amanda, she said, Amanda, nobody has time for this right now. I don't have time for this. And I guess last year she wasn't let into the party too. She brings up because this person is Issa Rae's assistant, or no, publicist, Issa stays out of it. So Issa said before, well, yeah, that's between y'all, so this is her party, so it's not my jurisdiction to tell her how to treat you at her party. Now that I don't agree with. You can say I can't tell her who she could invite, but I do think that just for black entertainment, I'm saying? It's not that many black actresses, or it's not that many of us in that business. I do think you can't tell her who she can and cannot invite. But I do think if that's your publicist and she's on your show, you should say, if you're having a black Emmy party, if Insecure was nominated for an Emmy, if there's a table for the Insecure show, she's one of the 4 girls on the show. Issa, how could you not say she has to be invited? This is a business thing. You have there's an Insecure table. It's the black Emmy party. She's an actress on the show. sometimes business-wise, people have to put things aside to handle business. Okay, now if she was having a private party, don't invite Amanda. No, you cannot get in. But I feel like, it's the Emmys. She's on an Emmy nominated show. I don't get how no one else on the cast even said, even if y'all don't like each other, y'all don't have to hang out at all. The point of that party is to celebrate other people in the industry. No one can tell me that Amanda Seales is the only person in Hollywood who has the attitude. You can't. You cannot do that at all. Okay, it's just dumb. So, and people are like, why would she say who did? Why would she name dropping? This is the reason I like Amanda for what she said. She said, look, it's very frustrating to be somebody who's just trying to do good work and have to deal with this type of unprofessionalism, to have to deal with this type of informality and deal with this literal type of petty fuckery. And Hollywood is so rife with this. Some behavior does not deserve the luxury of anonymity. And this was an instance where no, 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 I'm not going to have the story told, but the people, I'm going to tell my story myself. I agree with that. All on social media, people, oh, she's a bitch, she's a bitch, she's a bitch. We then had her co-star of the show who played Dro, who supposedly, allegedly, has issue with Amanda because when he got Bank Boo, Bank Boo is who the girl was who Lawrence was messing with on Insecure season 2. Him and Bank Boo got a baby. He knocked Bank Boo up, and supposedly when it came out, people were cracking jokes, and Amanda was like laughing about it on social media. Because I can't pronounce his name to save my life, I know his last name was Jackson. He went and posted on his social media. He didn't delete it. He brought up how you can't be a disrespectful ass human being and expect people to want to hang out with you. It's quite simple to this out. And then she responded and put, some people like me, some people don't. She wrote in one tweet, but I don't lie, have a good day. She said, plus the fact is a lot of folks don't care about the truth anyway. They just want to go with the version that supports their already determined POV point of view. More importantly, thank you to those who show me love. I like Amanda Seales, mainly because people say she's a bitch. People say I'm a bitch. I'm a bitch too. Everyone won't like everyone, but I do feel like people don't like Amanda Seales because of how she does not apologize for who she is, how she will be very, very honest in fucked up situations, and how she like to call people out on their BS. And some people don't like that. That's cool. That's very, 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 very cool. But I feel like she still has a whole following. People still rock with her. And then the aspect of her not being let into the Emmy party, it's not about that. Some people, oh, she thinks she's famous, or she thinks it ain't about that. It really, 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 really isn't. It's about there's a party celebrating people like us. I'm on the show, on one of the shows that they're celebrating. Why am I not allowed in? And not only that, even though she was supposedly was not on the guest list, Jesse Williams was on the guest list and was allowed a +1. She was his +1. His +1 should have been let in because, again, she's on the Emmy nominated show. It's crazy that people, you work with people you don't like. And for work things, you have to deal with them. And even though she planned the party, you're gonna not have her come in. I think it makes it look worse when y'all beefing about it. Now Amanda did not have to go on such a rant, but if she didn't, she would not be herself. We have to stop making women feel like they have to be in a box and they have to be nice all the time and they can't speak their minds and they can't speak up for themselves. And that doesn't mean that we're gonna like everything that a person says or does, but we have to respect the fact that she has an opinion, period. And I love Amanda Seales. Sometimes she says stuff I do not agree with. I can say that. I don't agree with everything that she does or she says. However, I have seen people literally take things that she said, and she said on her IG, she said people sometimes don't like me mainly because they misunderstand something I've said, or they hear, or someone tell them something I said and they fuck it up. And that's true. Case in point. The dude who she said, I'm not going to go there because YouTube don't flag me. But, I had to catch myself. But again, sometimes she says things and people get confused on what she means. And then she has to keep re-explaining it. But people be so focused on the first version that they didn't get. that they don't like her. If you just listen to her sometime, she's a cool chick. She really, 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 really is. And I don't think anyone can say, oh, everyone doesn't like her. I do. Anyway, that's my thought process on that. So, and the grand resistance. Okay, the whole reason I even came on here to do this situation. Evelyn Lozada, okay, up here trying to sue OG, okay, and it makes me upset. So, Evelyn Lozada is trying to sue OG for defamation and emotional distress. Girl, I said, what? Really, Evelyn? I'll be nice and I'll put up some better pictures. Okay. Anyway, so Evelyn wants to sue her, and again she's lawyered up or whatever, and she's saying based on a tweet that OG put out back in September, where OG accused her of being racist and being a bigot because Evelyn, in some sort of way, I guess referred to her or put up the like a monkey uh emoji and a post or whatever, trying to call her a monkey or whatever, but OG then brought up, oh, so now I'm a monkey. You also called CC Lingley, you called Jackie Cockroach, and now I'm a monkey. So again, you know what I'm saying? We see how you are. But the fact that Evelyn Lozada has got the balls and the nerve to want to sue someone for defamation and is this a harassment? Defamation and emotional distress. Evelyn has emotionally distressed people for 13,000 seasons of Basketball Wives. I don't get how the most crazy person on Basketball Wives can sue anyone who has not put their hands on you, who has told you about yourself. Evelyn, you are a piece of crap. I promise you are. Now, she brings up how because OG said that on Twitter that she's a racist and a bigot, that she lost multiple endorsement deals. She also brings up how she is of Hispanic descent. Her two children are African and Hispanic descent. Girl, look, you have done the worst your whole life. Okay, you cannot sit up here and act like, oh my God, I'm a victim, I'm gonna sue. I hope every single person on Basketball Wives countersues you. I hope OG sues you. I hope Jen sues you. I hope Tammy sues you. I hope Susie sues you. I hope, Jen's assistant who you try to fight in like season 3. I hope everyone who you've ever said, fought, hit with a bottle, tossed a drink. I hope Royce Reed sued you. I hope Susie sued you. I hope they team up like goddamn Avengers, okay, and come after you. Girl, I say she emotional distress and defamation. You have called every woman on this cast everything but a child of God, and you have the audacity, you have the audacity to want to sue someone for defamation and emotional distress. Because girl, look, you lost endorsement because of your behavior. It had nothing to do with OG said. People have seen you act like a purity fool this season of the show. Your true colors came out, and they don't like that. You have not lost not an endorsement deal based off that one tweet of OG. You have not. If anything, your behavior that proves the truth was true is what got you losing endorsement deals. And plus, you getting old, mama. That fish getting old and it's getting ripe, okay? And no one wants it anymore. So my thing is, you ain't the same young little tenderoni you was 10, 15 years ago, okay? You're an older woman now. So people don't want to work with you. You want to why? Because of how you act, because of how you conduct yourself. OG contained herself every step of the way this season. And we also allegedly, apparently, supposedly, they're saying the OG would not be asked back for next season. I wasn't watching no way, okay? And my thing is to bring back the same bullies of Basketball Wives is pointless. And my thing is all OG has to do to prove that she did not defame you or did not cause you any emotional distress is say, hey, VH1, I'm requesting this show, okay? And I can show every instance of y'all messing with me. Y'all have defamed her. Y'all cause her emotional distress. Girl, Why? Girl, Evelyn, you have several seats and my cooch is getting older, say then because your cooch is getting older and you can't afford the life that you live. So you want to sue OG. I seen it on the Evelyn brand. I was like, the fuck? Sue, what? Are you serious? You can't, girl, because the statement she claimed I sustained serious financial harm through loss of income as well as serious and permanent injuries. What? You beat your cooch up? That's what's injured, and you did it yourself. That's called self inflicted harm. Okay, girl. And her attorney is somebody named Corey Bodie or Body Girl Boddie. Call me as a witness, okay? Because I watched the whole season. Okay, call any blogger on the stand. We watched the whole season. We can say everything that happened from point A to point B. It's enough witnesses against Evelyn that she would owe everybody. She would owe the judge for wasting the judge's time. I don't know what make people think they can sue people as if we didn't see what happened. We saw y'all mess with that girl. And you can't make me believe that one tweet from a newbie on the show got you some lost deals. No, your mouth did. Your actions did. The way you act and treat people did. That's what did it. Not OG. It wasn't OG. If anything, when you treated OG is what got you knocked down a couple pages too. Girl, go have another baby. Oh, but you can't. Anyway, y'all, I'm done. That was all that I wanted to discuss today. Okay? Please comment in the comment section what you think about today's gossip chat. Who said that? And let's all pray that Evelyn comes her senses, because if she don't, I want to be called for the defense. Okay, now I'm going to tell all the tea. Anyway, peace.